Alright, hello my fellow Cigar City CrossFitters. So this is for the Spirit Week Challenge. The rules were you had to do 5 burpees in front of the opposing team's place. My team is Bad Monkeys. The opposition here will be Blind Tiger. I've decided to take it a little bit further though. I'm going to do 5 burpees for each member of my group in Bad Monkey. There are 32 members, so it's going to be 160 burpees. I tried to do this on Saturday, but got tired after just about 30 burpees, so I decided I needed to maybe space it out. I'm going to do 40 burpees, and then do 4 sets of 40 burpees. And in between each set, I'll tell you a little story about myself as a rest break, and so that way I can get to 160 without exhausting myself too much. So I'll go ahead and start the first 40 burpees now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 9. 40. All right, story time. Had to write it down. Probably kids have trouble thinking in the middle of exercises like this. So, here's my story. I once nearly drowned in mud during a mission in Iraq. I'll tell you, weather in Iraq, it only rains in the winter, so, and you get a lot of it. So that's when farmers try to get as much water into their farms as they can. The rivers get really full, so they pump water out of the rivers into their farms. This saturates the ground entirely. Like, it's all for the growing season, really. I can't remember the details of this mission. It was just one of the many missions that we did in Valid Rouge. But you think I would, I just don't. It was out of FOB Caldwell. That's about, I don't really remember about that part. Yeah, I actually haven't told most people about what I did in the Army. My job in the Army was, my MOS was 25 uniform, signal support system specialist. Basically, I fixed radios, computers, taught our soldiers how to use those things. I was assigned to an infantry unit in the 82nd Airborne Division. So, here's the story, basically. When I was preparing for a mission, I packed about 60 pounds of lithium-ion batteries. We needed a lot of extra batteries because we're going to be gone for several days in the mission, and we were flying out, so I didn't have my truck or anything. We were going out. Oh yeah, we were flying out in Chinooks, big helicopters. So basically, I had a lot of weight on me. We landed near one of these farm plots that the farmers used, and my CO, Captain Dobbins, he wanted to get there quickly, so he ran straight across those farms. He made it by pretty easily, but I was a lot heavier because I had 60 pounds on me, and so about halfway through, I started sinking through the mud. Yeah, it's just like every step got deeper and deeper. So I ended up hitting this like really wet spot where and it was deep. Went down to my chest in the mud. I was sweating. At that point, I decided to call over the radio, let my commander know that I would be delayed just a bit. But eventually, well, I kept moving forward, just trying to move towards this berm I saw. I was like, if I got there, I'd be able to get myself out, hopefully. But I was getting deeper and deeper into it, just sinking a little more and more. Pretty soon I was up to my neck in mud. So when I got to the berm, I couldn't really get up. It was too slick, couldn't get any traction. I was still sinking. I thought, this is how I'm gonna die. Not in a blaze of glory like most soldiers imagine. I know I imagined many times how I would die in battle, but no, I was gonna slowly drown in mud. That's how I was gonna end up dying. That's what I thought at the moment. But then two guys came by and picked me up out of the mud. They got me up. But in the moment before that happened, my life actually flashed before my eyes. But it was funny because the things I remembered weren't the kind of things you'd think you'd remember. They were just little things. I remember walking to the library to check out a book. I remembered my mom singing Puff the Magic Dragon with me when I was a little kid. Just singing. That's what I remember there. What else did I remember? Oh yeah, I remember falling asleep to my sister in the back of the car. I was in the back of the car and I fell asleep while my sister was singing the Reba McEntire. And some other stuff. Oh yeah, I remember swimming in Lake Paris. These are the things that flashed through my mind. Okay, so that's the story there. I'll do another 40 burpees. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 7. 8. 39. 40. 6. Hardest part, getting back up and down. Let's see. Story number 2. Yeah. I call this mud the ultimate weapon. Alright, so there's this extensive mission in the Diyala province of Iraq. Alright. It was during the winter. We had just had a ton of rain again recently. We drove into this mission on a very large convoy. Let's see. So all the roads we had to use were dirt roads. And it's made of this sand. It's very fine, like dust. When it gets wet, it turns into like this clay. Like it just sticks to you all over. It's very hard to drive through. The mud would get into every part of your truck and gunk everything up. Yeah, on that mission we had like a bunch of vehicles just break down, one even turned over. So it was down by days. Oh, I was once quoted by an LA Times writer. Her name was Alexandra Zavis. The article is called Diyala Offensive Gets Caked in Mud. So my quote goes, "The IEDs are bad, but the mud is worse." Now, my commander, Captain Dobbins, he didn't like what I said. He was very, very annoyed with what I said. He thought the idea that I had diminished the effect of IEDs by comparing them to mud. But see, but I wanted to say to him, I didn't actually say it to him, but I wanted to say to him, "Sir, when you get hit by an IED, it destroys maybe one truck. You know, not always. Someone gets hurt. Not always, though. It kind of depends on how the IED hits. But, so the IED slows down maybe an hour or two a lot of times. That's usually all it does. But on the first day of this mission, 3 of our trucks broke down. Another one turned over. You know, had a bunch of mortar tubes in it too. It was really bad. Mud slows down by days. You know, and some people did get hurt. You can't tell mud to get out of the way. You can't shoot it either. What I wanted to ask him was, if you were the enemy, what would you choose if you had to choose? Bombs or mud? You know, think about it. Mud is so much more effective. So like I said, I didn't actually say it to him. That would have been very disrespectful. But I still feel that way today. You know, mud may seem like it's mundane and harmless, but it's a very powerful with it. Oh, I'm leaving out like a really important detail here too. So at one point, our convoy got really long, stretched out about like half a mile. It was too hard to maneuver the trucks, so a lot of times I needed to get out and fix radios, so I just walked up and down the line of the trucks. It really sucked. Mud would just clump up all over the place. You know, it's like if you were to go a 1 mile walk, but about every 50 meters, added 5 pounds to your legs for a whole mile. That's what it felt like. Just imagine doing that 3 times a day, because that's basically how many times I had to walk up and down that line 3 times a day. It's like a lot. 3 times a day for maybe 2 weeks. That's basically what I did over there. So the important lesson about these stories about the mud I'm telling you about, it's don't underestimate Mother Nature, or she'll mess with you. All right, another 40 burpees. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 'This is fun. It's grapefruit juice. Raw grapefruit juice, in case anyone's wondering. So I gotta stretch on my leg. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you a poem I wrote a while back. Type this one up. Oh, that's no. Yeah, no, that's it. I'll need those on papers. All right, so it's called "The Invisible Unicorn." It's kind of a ode, a free verse ode for the poetry nerds. I start off each stanza with a question, and then each stanza talks about the unicorn, but it's also talking about something else in life too, as you might expect for most poems. This kind of theme, it's for the poetry nerds, you know. Alright, so how can something be invisible if it has no body? Are unicorns real? The question should be, where are the unicorns and what do they look like? Alright? A unicorn is basically a horse with a single horn on its head. That's basically what it is. Many creatures have a single horn on their heads, so the unicorn is not an unrealistic creature. But why have we not found any unicorn fossils, you might ask? Not every horn is made of bone. If the horn were made of keratin, they would not fossilize well. Fingernails are made of keratin and break off easily when enough force is applied. Our fingernails can be used as a hit-and-run weapon. The unicorn likely has a keratin horn about 4 to 6 inches long. It breaks off easily so that it can be jabbed into an opponent and broken off. The unicorn can then run away. In fact, you may already have seen a unicorn and never knew it, because its horn happened to be broken off at the time. But surely we would notice the unicorn somewhere, right? We might have seen it. Well, dogs were once wolves that were not smart enough to stay away from humans. Humans captured dogs and took them away. Wolves got away. Unicorns are probably smarter and better at hiding. Unicorns likely observed humans capturing horses. And then they probably figured that it was best to stay out of sight of humans. So what does a unicorn look like, and where are they? The unicorn looks like a regular horse, but with a short keratin horn. It lives among other wild horses right in plain sight, and is simply smart enough to not get noticed. When you are looking for something special, do not look for the myth or My Little Pony. Otherwise, you will never find what you are looking for. You can't find something if you don't know what you're looking for. That's my poem. A little silly, I know. There are 40 more burpees. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. 5 more. And 6. And 7. And 8. Nine. 40. So there you have it. 160 burpees with me. Crap, 40 minutes. Gotta count the story days. So I'm gonna encourage everyone everywhere in the CrossFit community to try to meet the spirit challenge the same way I just did. Not just doing burpees or whatever, but also telling something about ourselves. You know, those icebreakers are nice, but you don't really learn much. I think we'd all learn a lot more about ourselves if we just took a little more time to share. You know, obviously, for the WOD, we don't have time because we got a lot of work to do. But this is a good time to do it, I think. All right, and I'm still gonna do the WOD today. I probably, I don't know, come in at, there's a noon class. Yeah, I'll come in at the noon class. And maybe I'll drop in at 7 too. No, I'm kidding. Well, I might drop in, but I won't be doing the WOD. Well, maybe I won't. I mean, I've done it twice before. Well, we'll see. I'll see how tired I am. All right. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday morning. See ya.